Hello, Alex Meller at Capnion here. Now you may recall in my last video I talked a little bit about how we're building an example app to show you guys how you can use Ghost PII to make an application more secure. Today I'm going to update you on our progress and give you a little bit of information about what the data flow is like, and who cares? What's to be gained by doing this exactly? We're going to apply our twist to a basic CRM application. And really all that's important about this choice of application is that a lot of things you interact with on the web are about you put a piece of information in, it maybe gets moved and changed around, and then you get it back out later. I'm going to come back in a minute and tell you why some of the output in this client list is gobbledygook, but first I want to talk a little bit about data flow. Let's imagine you got information on a hot lead you want to put into the CRM, and of course you're doing this so that it's organized in a reasonable way and you can find it later. What would normally happen is this information would be encrypted while it travels over the web, but then the application server needs to see it so it can organize it for you so you can find it later. This means you should probably trust whoever is running the application server, and if you've seen some of my past videos, this trust is not always warranted. The wrinkle we're bringing is that in this particular application, data is encrypted in a special way before it leaves your computer, and any data that comes back encrypted in that special way is decrypted for you to look at. Ghost PII is a software layer that helps the application server interact with this encrypted data and run the logic required for the app. But the application server can't actually see your data, and somebody that, for example, were to break into it wouldn't be able to make heads or tails of it. Returning for a moment to our client list, the fields you can see were actually decrypted in my browser, and the fields that are obscured are actually the raw data that came back from the application server. The same raw data that drove the function of that app without ever actually being decrypted or otherwise leaking information.